As someone who almost gave up on life, I couldn't have imagined being here, speaking to you today, or having the opportunity to introduce our final honoree of the afternoon, Born This Way Foundation. Founded in 2012 by Lady Gaga and her mother, Cynthia Germanata, Born This Way Foundation empowers young people to create a kinder and braver world. Cynthia and Executive Director Maya Smith are passionate about helping young people thrive. When we talked, Maya told me that the good times and the bad times are all part of the journey, and that we can't give up during the lows of life. I've seen that firsthand in my life, and I'm grateful for organizations like Girls Inc. and Born This Way Foundation for supporting the well-being of young people. Maya and Cynthia, please join me on stage to accept this award for Born This Way Foundation for inspiring women and girls to make their voices heard and build a kinder, braver world for all.
My name is Maya Anista Smith, and I have the incredible privilege of being Executive Director of Lady Gaga's Born This Way Foundation. I think Cynthia would agree that it is an honor that we are receiving the Champion of Girls Award when we ourselves are standing here today, because we have been championed by girls. And so thank you so much for the opportunity. Nina, you and I chatted on a day where I had back-to-back 15-minute phone calls for 8 hours, and then you and I got on the phone. And I was tired and I was exhausted, and I'd been asked questions all day long. And then we got on the phone, and it was one of the most grounding, humbling opportunities that I've had in a very long time. You asked the most thoughtful, insightful conversations, and I learned much more from you that day than you did from me. So hopefully that's the first of many, many conversations. And to get up here in front of this room and share the brave story that you did takes such incredible strength. And thank you so much for being willing to share that with us today. Cynthia and I just wanted to share a couple thoughts with you. My younger brother started his wedding toast with the phrase, "I was raised by a pack of wild women." And that was absolutely true. It went downhill from there. And so I started 6 years before I was actually born, in 1976. In Bucharest, Romania. My mom went to bed. My mom was a journalist and my dad was a architect. And she went to bed and dreamed this dream of a little girl playing on a playground wearing purple pants, probably the age I was when I was holding that kitten. And most people, when they dream of their future families, they're filled with joy and excitement and anticipation, but my mom and my dad lived in communist Romania, where the color purple wasn't something they often wore, where this carefree play wasn't often experienced, and where choices and opportunities and freedoms were something that were really restricted. And she shook my dad awake after having this dream, and she said, "Nicholas, we need to go to America." And so my parents sought political asylum so that one day I could grow up wearing purple pants. The first time my mom went to Baskin-Robbins, we were already living in Maplewood, New Jersey, here across the river, and she started crying. She had such an awkward moment, and it was because there was 31 choices of ice cream that she could choose from. And it was just the sweetest moment. Today, my mom lives in Boston, Massachusetts. She's on hospice. She has dementia, and she'll never get the chance to hear me give a speech about her. She'll never really know it was me talking, but she is the reason that I'm here today, and I think Cynthia and I both owe our moms a great deal. Now I have my own chance to raise a pack of wild women. It feels like a pack, but there's really only one of them. She's 2, and in 25 years, it's all going to be okay, but until then, Lordy, Logan. And so the work that I get to do, for me, is so much more than a talking point. This idea of building a kinder and braver world is for young women like Nina, like Salam, like Andre, and all the incredible women we heard from today. But most intensely and most personally, it's for Hunter and it's for Logan. And I'm just so honored to have the opportunity to do work that has never yet felt like work. Cynthia and I both believe that when you have more than you need, you build a longer table, not a higher wall. And that's what the work of the foundation does.